Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Thor issue 5. And this was I know that most of this run's been epic, but this was pretty freaking crazy and epic, man. I mean, the artwork was astounding because I love what they're able to do with the future Thor whole story. It's just the clash between the Phoenix Wolverine and All-Father Thor is just freaking epic with the blacks of like dying space and the giant fieriness of the Phoenix Wolverine. It just freaking, it's done justice and looks freaking badass. So, this actually begins with a younger Thor and a younger Wolverine, even though at that point Wolverine's still pretty old, but they're kind of reminiscing and everything, and you see Thor still thinking of himself very young and youthful, and Logan being like, I don't want to go on forever like this, and just doing this in a bar, and talking about all of the bars they've been to, the best bars they've been to. Logan, like, after the war at one point, getting sake, Thor, this, like, mead hall that he just remembers with goats and everything, and this dude who had, like, great daughters, and Logan's like, wow, that's too much information. But as they're drinking and everything, these guys come in to try and rob the bar, and Logan's like, you picked the wrong place. Thor's like, no, they brought the best, they picked the best one, so now we can be smiting these bandits and everything as they're fighting them. That was pretty cool. Then we get to the future portion with All-Father Thor and Phoenix Wolverine, and he's like, my friend, what happened to you? And it's like, I thought you were gone when Earth, and we learned that evidently Loki's the one that burnt it to ash, and he thought that the Phoenix Force was destroyed there as well. Of course, Logan's going, that never happens that way. The Phoenix Force always comes back. But then Thor's telling one of the plane, he's like, I brought Midgard back and everything like that, and this pisses off Logan tremendously, and they start clashing, and he's like, Thor's lamenting, seeing all of his friends kind of, it's sometimes bad to see your friends die. It's even worse when they go and completely go against you and try and take you out like that. It's like, holy crap. And Logan's like, no, you should have just let it die. Now it's going to die again. And you can see where Logan's coming with this. He's been alive extremely long time, even longer than he would have wanted to be alive, like hundreds of thousands of years. But Thor's like, we could restart the cosmos and everything. We can stop this going on. But he's not having any of this. He wants to stop this. He's like, there's a cycle that has to occur. Things must be born and things must die. Be that with people or be that with the whole universe. It's like, yeah, interesting with these ideas of cosmic balance. You almost kind of could link it to kind of a Dark Souls kind of thing going on, because in Dark Souls you have to rekindle the flame to keep the world going. Thor kind of has that kind of idea, I believe, with the Phoenix Force using that fire to restart everything going on. And you could admit that the universe is already pretty much in a dead and dying state, so he's not like trying to do this prematurely. But I kind of like that kind of interplay, and they're having a titanic clashing, flaming kind of claws that Wolverine has, and frickin' Thor's hammer as well, and lightning. It's just frickin' great. But while this is going on, you get something else going as well, with Ego the Necro World. He's evidently going around eating stuff and being like a crazy murderous goo planet. And then we see that there's this worm that challenges him, says that he'll give him a chance to yield peacefully. And this, of course, was funny to Ego. And he starts trying to do volcanoes and everything, and trying to pretty much essentially destroy the worm, but yet he doesn't really have the capabilities to do it without kind of destroying himself, which of course is the worm's plan. I kind of really like this. It's just that kind of old school kind of parable that usually comes on. You gotta watch out how you're fighting something lest you destroy yourself. It's like, it wants the Necrosaur. It's like, could you be Loki? Could you be doing something like that? I'm like, that seems like a very Loki thing to do. Or somehow connected to Loki, so we'll have to see what's going on with that. But of course, we get back to the fight, and Thor uses his hammer and it goes through Logan, but of course that's not the end of it. And he's going, you know who will be coming for Earth now, and you better hope your daughters are dead. And because Thor's going, my granddaughters would be able to stop it. And he's like, you better hope they're dead, because he's like pinning him down with his claws in his chest. And he's going like, adios, all father. And we see this kind of last beautiful parting shot of the rock that they're on, with flames a little bit, but also lightning. So we don't know exactly what's happening with all father Thor. Then we see that there's this ship over Earth now, and his granddaughters are trying to figure out what to do. And then these giant kind of beasts come down, and one of them is Bing Bang Boom. And he's like, go, do annihilation and everything. He's like, oh, dude, we get to slay the dragon. And I'm like, yeah, Thor's granddaughters are pretty cool. I'm like, yes. That kind, it's just like, alright, yeah. So, they're going, they're pretty much whooping some ass, but then they're like, no, you don't have, we're not here to conquer, we're here to conquer for him. And then we see that it's Doom, but he has the power of the Iron Fist, the power of the Star Brand, he's the master mythic of vengeance, so he's also got frickin' Doctor Strange's powers, and his, evidently, I believe, the Spirit of Vengeance's powers, if that's, I'm like, that is a, yeah, Beyond or Doom, big old level, whoosh, big power level. This might not be to that, but it's a big power boost for him, just from his usual magician and technological thing. I'm like, that's going to be a problem. And it's kind of fucking awesome, just how you see him framed, and just seeing Ping Pang Boom talk about all that. It's like, what the hell's been Doom doing? I'm like, I kind of would just like them to do a series, or like a series of comic books detailing this kind of version of the future. Kind of similar to like the Ultimate line and everything. It's just kind of crazy. Even if it was just a mini-series, but I mean, we'll probably get a lot of this stuff going on throughout here, but it's just presented such great movement and possibilities for what's going on in the future and where this could be going. So I'm like, yay, can't wait to see. And I'm like, we also need to figure out what's going on with the War of the Ten Realms. We will get there. I'm like, so much good stuff. I can't wait to see how this all coalesces and what we'll see going forward. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.